Hello, WGU families. This is Ruthstluc bringing you bioresponse, mindfulness, and managing emotions. What does bioresponse, mindfulness, and managing emotions mean to you? Let's get back to this question when we dive into what bioresponses, mindfulness, and managing emotions is all about. Bioresponse. The amygdala hijack. There are times when we experience life-threatening threats, and times we don't get that experience, but our brains tell us that we have. How, you may ask? Watch out, it's a bird. No, it's a plane. No, it's the amygdala hijack. The amygdala hijack doesn't know the difference between life-threatening threats and threats that aren't really threats. Bioresponse, or technical terms, biological response, prevents us from responding to said threats in a practical way. When a threat is perceived, the amygdala is activated, which now activates the bioresponse, which brings us to our fight, flight, freeze, and appease. Growing up, we've always heard of fight and flight, but never really got into freeze or appease. And these two stood out to me the most. Let's jump into it. Fight, fighting the threat. Flight, run away from threat. Freeze, stopping all movements. And appease, give what you think the threat may want. Bioresponses are neither positive or negative because all bioresponses can be helpful for certain situations, but a danger for others. Take this video, for example.
Nice. He think he's scary. Okay, he might be a little scary. Okay, he's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. Look at his teeth.
The threat or not. General people would take the opossum as a threat. Freeze or flight would be my best bet. But the lady chose to appease. What would your bioresponse be? Let's jump in to managing emotions. Managing emotions. Understanding emotions can help you be mindful. Quote of the day. Emotional intelligence is the foundation of your thriving mindset. WGU. Learning the ability to acknowledge your emotions and understand what they want to connect with you, which then involves the point of view of others and how emotions may affect people around you. A lot of us are aware of our own emotions, but do not know what to do when it comes to others. And this is where our emotional intelligence come in. There are 5 main areas of emotional intelligence. Number 1, self-awareness, the ability to understand your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Number 2, self-awareness, the ability to control your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Number 3, motivation, the driving force behind a person's action. Number 4, empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. And number 5, social skills, the skills that help people communicate and interact with each other. I have laid out 2 examples of managing emotions. Who's ready for a story time? All right, let's jump into it. Sarah has just started her new job. Her boss puts her on one straight week of training, starting at 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sarah thinks to herself that this could be a little extreme. The amount of hours in one full week, she's made it the full week. She is super proud of herself, but is extremely tired. Her boss sees how great of a worker she is and asks her to stay another full week. Story number 2. Sarah has just started her new job. Her boss puts her on one straight week of training, starting at 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sarah thinks to herself, this is a little extreme. She made it to the full week and is proud of herself, but is extremely tired. Her boss notices how overwhelmed she is and offers support, showing empathy and fostering a positive work environment. Now, these 2 stories have different outcomes. The first one, the boss does not show empathy. It's a lack of emotional intelligence to see how tired Sarah is, and he does still ask her to work that other full week with the same full hours. Where in the second story, he shows empathy and is aware of Sarah's feelings. He sees that Sarah is super tired. He says, you know what, Sarah, take a break. Take a break. And he's showing empathy, and he's showing that this is a place where Sarah wants to work because it has a positive environment. We have went over bioresponses, managing emotions, and now we're jumping into mindfulness, where mindfulness calms the body, decreases stress, reduces anxiety, integrates emotions, and relieves chronic pain. Now that sounds like a good time. Definition. Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose, in the present, and non-judgmentally, to the unfolding of experience moment by moment. Mindfulness attitudes. Patience, a nurturing trust, non-striving, acceptance, and letting go. What occupies your attention? The present moment. Zoning out may deter you from being mindful, as well as distractions and multitasking, thinking about the future and thinking about the past. Here are some ways to help you be or help you practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is something we all can work on. We can practice it, and that's a good way to manage emotions. Meditation. Sit comfy and focus. I work with daycare children, ages of 4 and 5. I like to tell them to crisscross applesauce, sit up straight, and that'll bring you to be present in the moment. Body scan. Scan your body from head to toe. Guided meditation. Follow audio or video guides. At night when I'm ready for bed, I like to put, calming music on. It just helps me really relax and just unfold the day and just get ready for my day to end. Mindful breathing. Remember to focus on your breathing. Sometimes if you need to be in the present moment, just take a deep breath in and let it out. That helps. Mindful walking, taking a walk around the park, taking a walk around the block. Mindful listening. Loved one is talking to you, a friend, a family, someone on the street is talking to you. Make sure you have your ears open. Make sure you're really taking in what they're saying without judgment. Just take it in and engage in that conversation. Now, here's a video that I want to share with you guys that shows mindfulness is a superpower.
You may have heard this word mindfulness. It's become something of a buzz phrase of late. I'm going to give you one simple, serviceable definition, which is this. Mindfulness is the ability to know what's happening in your head at any given moment without getting carried away by it. Imagine how useful this could be. Just as an example, you're driving down the road and somebody cuts you off in traffic. How do you normally react? I think most of us, we normally react by having a thought, which is, I'm pissed. And then what happens next? You immediately, habitually, reflexively inhabit that thought. You actually become pissed. There's no buffer between the stimulus and your reaction. With just a little bit of mindfulness, in that same situation, you might notice my chest is buzzing, my ears are turning red, I'm having a starburst of self-righteous thoughts, I'm getting angry. But you don't necessarily have to act on it and chase that person down the road, screaming at them with your kids in the back of the car thinking you've gone nuts. Now, you might be thinking, don't I need to get angry sometimes? Aren't I justified? I would say yes, but probably not as much as you think. The proposition here is not that you should be rendered by mindfulness into some lifeless, non-judgmental blob. The proposition is that you should learn how to respond wisely to things that happen to you, rather than just reacting blindly. And that, my friends, is a superpower. How do you get it? The way to get it is through meditation. I believe that meditation and mindfulness are the next big public health revolution. In the 1940s, if you told somebody you were going running, they would have said, who's chasing you? But then what happened next? The scientists swooped in, they showed that physical exercise is really good for you, and now all of us do it, and if we don't, we feel guilty about it. And that's where I think we're headed with mindfulness and meditation. It's going to join the pantheon of no-brainers like brushing your teeth, eating well, and taking the meds your doctor prescribed for you. Let me just close by saying, mindfulness is not going to solve all of your problems. It's not going to render your life a nonstop parade of unicorns and rainbows. Nonetheless, this is a superpower, and one that is accessible by you immediately.
Guys, it's been a long time coming, but we've been over bioresponses, managing emotions, and mindfulness. And now back to our question. What do they mean to you? To me, bioresponses is all about knowing what to do in a situation that's a threat. Realizing, is it a threat or is it not? And would you like to fight, flight, freeze, or appease? Managing emotions, to me, is all about emotional intelligence, self-awareness, self-regulation, social skills, empathy that you give to others. And last but not least, mindfulness, being present in the moment without judging, listening to your peers, right? Bringing that audio tune in or video to help you calm your body, yoga, taking a walk, it all helps bring in mindfulness. Guys, don't forget, we've been over it. Bioresponses, managing emotions, and mindfulness. And we're out.